Hari Om, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Mata Di. Apologies for the delay with the start. We were having some technical problems. Welcome to this evening satsang, the first day of Navaratri. And just to inform you of what the program will be, we are going to be engaging in some pujas to start off this first day of Navaratri, including the establishment of your home Kalash. I know that many of you may have set your Kalash already. That's fine. You can still make the offerings to consecrate it even further. We are going to have bhajans and kirtans. We are going to recite 3 divine hymns, the Kavach, Argala, and the Kilakam, and we're going to have a discourse on this. So it is important that you tune in and stay tuned into the discourse, so that when these hymns are recited, you have an idea of what you are listening to, and your puja becomes more meaningful. We will also be reciting the Durga Chalisa today, and we will be having Aarti to conclude. So lists have been sent to you. I trust that you have organized yourself so that you can make the offerings as quickly as possible. Initially, I am going to be a bit slower with the offerings, but I trust that you will gain momentum and you will know where all your stuff is kept. And we can slowly, gradually pick up the pace so that we complete all the things that we have set out to do today. So you have a lota of water, which is meant for you to rinse your hands and sprinkle on yourselves. Sprinkle that on yourself, all around you, and all the people who are participating in this puja. While you are doing so, you should focus your mind on Bhagwan. Om pavitraha pavitro va sarvavastangatopi va yah smaret pundarikaksham savahyapyantraha shuchihi. Now sip water in the palm of your right hand 3 times. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Now rinse your hands 3 times. Om Rishikeshaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. You should now put on a kus ring on the right hand ring finger. Om Pavitreshto Vaishnavyo Saviturvaha Prasavaut Punamya Chidrena Pavitrena Suryasya Rashmibihi Tasyate Pavitra Pate Pavitra Potasya Yatakamaha Puneta Chakeyam. If you are short of anything, please do not stress. Put your hands together while the mantra is being recited. Now you should apply chandan to your forehead using the thumb of your right hand. Start at the top of your nose and move upwards and apply the chandan. Om chandanam vandyate nityam pavitram papanashanam apadam bharate nityam lakshmir vasati sarvadha. If you have not lit your house lamp, you should light it now while we recite this mantra. Om Bhodipa Tvam Brahma Rupa Annakara Nivaraka Imam Maya Kritam Pujang Grihastejo Pravardhaya Om Deepaya Namaha. If you are going to keep an Akhanda Deep, a lamp that will be kept burning for all of 9 days, if you have not lit it, you should also light that lamp now. Now sprinkle water on the Vedi. Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadhrita Tvansha Dharyaman Devi Pavitrang Kuru Chasanam. Take flowers and rice in the palm of your right hand. We are now going to recite Swasti Vachan, which is a set of mantras from the Vedas, and you are going to focus on Bhagwan while this is being recited and appeal for many wonderful things and praise Bhagwan. Om Swastina Indro Vridashavaha Swastinaha Pukha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starakshora Rishtanemhi Swastino Vrihaspate Dadatu Om Payaha Prithivyam Paya Okadisho Payo Divyantarikshe Payodaha पयस्वतिः प्रदिशः सन्तो मह्यम् ॐ विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णोः स्नप्त्रेस्थो विष्णोः स्यूरसि विष्णोर्ध्रुवसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा ॐ अग्निर्देवता वातो देवता सूर्यो देवता चंद्रमा देवता वसवो देवता रुद्रा देवता आदित्या देवता मरुतो देवता विश्वे देवा देवता बृहस्पतिर्देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता ओम द्यौ शांतिरंतरिक्षं शांति पृथिवी शांतिरापः शांति औषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शांतिर्विश्वे देवाः शांतिर्ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुवा यद्भद्रं तन्नासुवा सुशांतिर्भवतु. We are now going to tie the red string to your hand for protection, so you can get your red string ready. I'll give you a few seconds. You should tie the string to your hand while I recite this mantra, praying to Bhagwan for protection. Om yena baddo bali raja danavendro mahabalaha तेन त्वामभि भदनामि रक्षे माचल ओम येन बद्धो बले राजा दानवेन्द्रो महाबलः तेन त्वामभि भदनामि रक्षे माचल ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे. Other family members may tie the red strings for each other. We will continue with puja while they do that. We are now going to do sankalp. So the person that is making the offerings on behalf of everybody else can do the sankalp while others tie the red string. To do the sankalp, we need a betel leaf, betel nut, flower, as in flower petals, white rice, coin, and a drop of water. I will repeat that. Pan, supari, flowers, white rice, coin, and a drop of water. Arrange that quickly and put it into your right hand. We are now ready to do the sankalp. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Namaha Paramatmane Shri Purana Purushottamaya Shrimad Bhagavato Mahapurushasya Vishnorajnaya Pravartamanasya Shri Brahmane Dvitiya Praharade Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Kali Yuge Kali Pratam Charane Dakshin Africa Khande. Now you will take the name of the province in which you reside. Amukha Prante, the name of the town or the city in which you reside. Amukha Nagare, the name of the area or the suburb. Amukha Sthanem, Ashwin Mase, Shukla Pakshe, Pratipadatitho, Ravi Vasare. You should now take your gotra if you know it. If you do not know your gotra, you will say Kashyapa gotra. Nana gotra utpannaham. All family members should now take their names in their mind. Nana namasya. Ganesh Gauri Bhagwan Pujanam, Kalash Varun Devata Pujanam, Panchupachar Navagraha Pujanam, Shiva Parvati Pujanam, Sri Lakshmi Narayan Bhagwan Pujanam. Durga Devyah Kavacham Patam, Argala Stotra Patam, Kilakam Stotram Patam, Satsanga Pataham, Karma Karishye. Place that pan supari on your vedi, somewhere in front of your lamp that you have lit. We are now going to do puja to Ganesh Ji and Mata Parvati. Ganesh Gauri Puja, praying to them to remove obstacles and to bring us success in not only this Navaratri observance, but throughout our lives. To do this, you should take flowers and white rice in your hand, put your hands together and meditate on them. Om Gananantva Ganapati Gwang Havamahe Priyanantva Priyapati Gwang Havamahe Nidhinantva Nidhipati Gwang Havamahe Vasomama Ahamajani Garvadamatu Majasi Garvadam Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Ganapataye Namaha Om Ambe Ambike Ambalike Na Manayati Kaschana Sasastya Shwakah Subhadrikam Kampilvasni Om Bhurvaswa Ambikaye Namaha Om Sumukhaya Namastubhyam Ganadipatiye Namaha Grihanasanamishatvam Vignapunjam Nivarya Iti Asanam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Take these flowers and rice and place it in front of your murtis of Ganeshji and Parvati Mata. Now you are going to, from the lota that you have prepared for the devatas, for Bhagwan, from that water, sprinkle water on the murtis or in front of the murtis. Om Uma Putraya Devaya Siddhavandhyaya Te Namaha Padyangrihana Devesha Vignaraja Namostute Iti Padyo Padyam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Sprinkle water again. Om Ekadanta Mahakaya Naga Yagnopavitaka Ganadi Devadevesha Grihanarghyan Namostute Iti Argyam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Offer Panchamrit. Om Payodadi Ghrita Shodrehe Sharkara Mishrateha Kritam Panchamritam Grihanedam Snanartam Vigna Banjana Iti Panchamritam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Sprinkle water again. Om Narmada Chandra Bhagadi Ganga Sangam Ajay Jale Snapito Simaya Deva Vigna Sangam Nivarya Iti Snaniyam Jalam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Now offer 2 pieces of cotton. Om Raktambara Daradisha Pashankusha Dhareshwara Vastra Yugmam Maya Dattang Grihana Parameshwara Iti Vasre Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Om Surya Koti Samabhasa Naga Yajno Pavitaka Suvarna Mule Rachitam Upavitam Grihaname Iti Upavitam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Sprinkle water again. Om Sugandhamishram Titadi Putam Paniyam Uttamam Achmanam Grihanatvam Vignaraja Varaprada Iti Achmanyam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Now you have chandan prepared for Bhagwan. Using the ring finger of the right hand, you may dot the murtis of Ganeshji and Mata Parvati on their foreheads. Om Ishaputra Namastubhyam Namo Mushaka Vahana Gandham Grihana Devesha Sarvasokyam Vivardhaya Iti Gandham Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. If you do not have murtis, you can make the offerings in the thari, right? At your Vedi. Now offer colors, Abir, Kumkum, Sindhur, etc. Om Abhiram Kumkumam Sheva Sindhuram Bhagyavardhanan Nivedayami Te Mata Grihana Parameshwari. Offer white rice. Om Akshatan Nirmalan Shuddhan Rakta Chandana Mishritan Grihane Mansura Shrestha Dehi Me Vimalamatim Iti Akshatan Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Offer flowers and turf, that is grass. Om Patala Mallika Dhurva Shattapatrani Vignerit Supushpani Grihanatvam Vibuddha Priya Sarvataha Iti Pushpani Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Now you are going to offer agarbatti and arti using a diya. If it is possible, place both into one thari, and you're going to pick this up and turn it around your murtis 3 times in a clockwise direction. If you want to do them individually, you may also do so. I'm going to recite the mantras. Om Lambodara Vishalaksha Dhumraketu Namo Namaha Dhupangrihana Devesha Vignapunjam Nivarya Iti Dhupamagrapayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Om Gritaktavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepangrihana Devesha Rudra Priya Namostute Iti Pratyaksha Deepan Darshayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Whenever we do arti, or I asked you to do arti, if you have a bell and a shank, you must ring the bell and blow the shank also, right? Now rinse your hands with a few drops of water from your lota and offer prasad that you have prepared. If you haven't prepared prasad, you would have prepared some naivedya. You can offer that. Or even a fruit if you don't have prasad. Om Bhalachandra Namastubhyam Vignerin Modaka Priya Nana Vidangrihanedam Nevedyam Kripaya Prabho Iti Nevedyam Nivedayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Sprinkle water. Om Lambodara Ganadisha Gauri Putra Namostute Karanana Vishuddhyartam Jalametad Grihaname Idi Jalam Samarpayami Ganeshambikabhyan Namaha. Offer a pan supari set. So pan supari, camphor, clove, money. I think you would have pre-prepared these sets. Offer one of them. Om Hiranyam Rajatam Tamram Yat Kinchit Upakalpitam Upayanam Grihanidam Siddhi Buddhi Shate Namaha Iti Upayanam Arpayami Ganeshambika Bhyan Namaha. Now offer water and white rice at the feet of Ganesh Bhagwan. Om Raksha Raksha Ganadyaksha Raksha Triloka Rakshakaha Trilokya Rakshakaha Bhaktanamabhyam Kritva Trata Bhava Bhavarnavat Dvimatura Kripa Sindho Shanamatura Graja Prabho Bharadatam Varandehi Vanchitam Vanchitatada Anena Paladanena Paladostu Sadamama Idam Phalam Maya Deva Stapitam Puratastava Tenamesa Phalavaptir Bhave Janmani Janmani. We are now going to appeal to Bhagwan Ganesh and Mata Parvati for blessings. To do this, take some flowers, put your hands together, focus on them and appeal to them for blessings. Om Vigneshwaraya Varadaya Surupriyaya Lambodaraya Sakalaya Jagatitaya Nagananaya Shruti Yajna Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutaya Gananatnamo Namaste Bhaktarti Nashana Paraya Ganeshwaraya Sarveshwaraya Shubhadaya Sureshwaraya Vidyadaraya Vikataya Cha Vamanaya Bhakta Prasanna Varadaya Namo Namaste Namaste Brahma Rupaya Vishnu Rupaya Te Namaha Namaste Rudra Rupaya Kari Rupaya Te Namaha Vishwarupa Surupaya Namaste Brahmacharine Bhakta Priyaya Devaya Namastubhyam Vinayaka Tvam Vigna Shatru Dhalaneti Cha Sundareti Bhakti Pradeti Sukadeti Phala Pradeti Vidya Pradeti Agareti Cha Yestuvanti Tebyo Ganesha Varado Bhavanityameva Lambodara Namastubhyam Satatam Modaka Priya Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Avahanan na janami tavachanam pujan cheva na janami chamasveti ganeshwarah anaya pujaya Shriman Mahaganadipati priyatam Bolye Vignaharta Ganesha Bhagavan ki jai Jagat Janani Parvati Mata ki jai. We're now going to do Kalash Puja. According to the list supplied, you would have pre-assembled your Kalash. Now we are going to do puja to Kalash Varun Devata. Take flowers and rice, focus your mind on that Kalash, think of all the holy places of pilgrimage and Bhagwan's manifestation as this creation, Prakriti, nature, and of course the Vedas. Om Tatva Yami Brahmana Vandamana Stada Shastra Yajamano Havirbihi Ahiddamano Varunneha Bhudirushahvam Samana Yu Pramoshihi Om Bhurvaswaha Bhuvaruniha Gacha Ihatishta Om Agacha Gacha Varun Vigna Vidvansakaraka Mama Karya Vivrityartham Stitim Kuru Jaladipa Om Etanta Deva Savitar Yagyam Rahur Brihaspataye Brahmanetena Yagyam Avatena Yagyapatintena Mamava Om Pushpasanam Mahadivyam Sarvaranga Viranjitam Jaladipa Grihanatvam Sarvasokyam Vivardhayam. Now sprinkle water. Om Ganga Adi Tirtha on the coconut. You can make the offerings. Om Ganga Adi Tirtha Om Ganga Adi Tirtha Sambhutam Sutaptam Jalamuttamam Padyangrihana Devesha Jaleshaya Namo Namaha Om Sutirtha Jam Jalam Shuddham Gandha Pushpakshate Argangrihana Varuna Sarvapatir Nivarakam. Now sprinkle Panchamrit. Om Payodhadi Grita Shodra Sharkara Sambhavam Param Panchamritam Grihanatvam Jaladipa Namostute. Water again. Om Ganga Saraswati Krishna Saryu Sambhavam Jalam Lhana Sugandha Sammishram Snaniyam Kusvi Kuru Prabho. Using the ring finger of your right hand, take chandan and dot the coconut and the lota. Om Shri Kantham Chandanam Divyam Gandhadiyam Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surashrestha Chandanan Prati Grihatam. You must sprinkle some jow and white rice on the coconut. Om Shudham Mukta Phala Bestir Akshiteha Shashi Sannibe Dhyotayami Jalesha Tvam Sarva Sampat Karo Bhava. If you have a garland on your coconut, you may touch the garland. Alternatively, sprinkle flowers on it again. Om Malati Mallika Dini Pushpani Ritujani Cha Prakalpayami Varuna Sarvabhishta Pala Pradam. We are now going to do Aarti using agarbatti and the diya in a clockwise direction. Om Chandana Guru Chandresha Sanyutam Gugulandratam Gritadhyaktam Grihanatom Dhupam Varuna Sarvataha. If you have a bell, you may ring the bell and blow the shank also if you do have one. Om Sajam Sadvartika Yuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihana Varuna Shantim Kuru Dayanide. Hasta Prakshalanam, rinse your hands. Offer prasad or nevedya. Om Sharkara Grita Sammishram Godumam Sadhu Satkritam Pashina Grihana Nevedya Sadha Sokyam Vivardhayam. Sprinkle water. Om Sushitalam Jalam Shuddham Karpadya Shodhanam Grihana Parya Prityaya Jaleshaya Namo Namaha. Offer a pan supari set, pan supari, camphor, clove, money, which you would have prepared. Om Hemarajata Tamradanyatamam Yanmayaratam Upainanjalesha Twang Grihana Mama Siddhaye. Now take flower petals, put your hands together and do dhyan to Ma Ganga and all the holy places of pilgrimage, the rivers, the oceans, etc. Om Sarve Samudraha Saritas Tirthani Jaladanadaha Ayantu Mama Shantyartam Dhuri Taksha Yakaraha. Offer that onto the Kalash. Take flowers again. And now meditate on Bhagwan in his forms as Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv. Om Kalashasya Mukhe Vishnu Kanthe Rudra Samashitaha Mule Tasya Sito Brahma Madhye Matra Granaha Spataha Kukshosu Sagaraha Sapta Sapta Dvipava Sundara Rigvedotha Yajurveda Samvedo Yatarvanaha Angesha Sahitaha Sarve Kalashantu Samashitaha. Offer the flowers onto the coconut. Take flowers again. Put your hands together and let's do prarthana to Bhagwan. Om Devadana Vasambade Matyamane Mahuddadot Panno Sitada Kumbha Vidrid Vishnuna Swayam Tvatoya Sarvati Tani Devaha Sarve Tvayi Stitaha Tvayi Deshtanti Bhutani Tvayi Prana Pratishtitaha Shiva Swayam Tomevasi Vishnu Spancha Prajapatihi Aditya Vasavo Rudra Vishwe Deva Sapaitrika Tvayi Deshtanti Bhutani Yataha Kama Pala Pradaha Tvat Prasadadimam Yagyam Kartumi He Jalodbhava Sanidyam Kurume Deva Prasanno Bhava Sarvada. Bole Kalash Varuna Bhagavan ki jai. We are now going to do Navagraha Puja. If you have the 9 pan supari sets set in a thari, you can do puja on that. Alternatively, you can place 1 betel leaf and betel nut on the Vedi, and we will do the puja in respect of the Navagraha. So we are praying to Bhagavan Surya and the heavenly bodies, the planets that are, etc., that are closest to us, and we are praying to them to be favorable to us. So, taking flowers in your hand, meditate on Bhagavan Surya and all the other devatas of the various planets. Om Krishnena Rajasa Vartamano Niveshyan Namrtamaratancha Hiranyena Savitarateno Devoyati Bhonani Pashan Om Bhurvaswa Kalingdesho Bhava Kashapsa Gotra Rakta Varna Boha Surya Iha Gacha Iha Tishta Suryaya Namaha Suryama Vahyami Stapayami Om Somaya Namaha Vahyami Stapayami Om Bhaumaya Namaha Vahyami Stapayami Om Buddhaya Namaha Vahyami Stapayami Om Brihaspataye Namaha Vahyami Stapayami Om Shukraya Namaha Vahyami Stapayami Om Shanisharaya Namaha Avahayami Stapayami Om Rahave Namaha Avahayami Stapayami Om Ketave Namaha Avahayami Stapayami. Take these flowers and some white rice and sprinkle it on the pan supari sets that you have created, whether it is 9 or 1, sprinkle it on that. Now, using your ring finger, apply chandan to the suparis. Om Mahalyadri Samudbhutam Kasturi Shashi Sanyutam Mayar Pitancha Grihanantu Bhashkaradya Navagraha. I'll give you a few moments to apply chandan for all those that have 9 betel leaves and betel nut set. Now you are going to offer arti using agarbatti and diya. Om Vanaspati Rasod Bhuto Gandhadyo Gandha Uttamaha Agreha Sarvadevanan Dhupoyam Prati Grihitam. Ring the bell if you have one, Om Sajam Cha Varti Sanyuktam Vanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesha Trailokya Timirapaha. Hasta Prakshalanam. Rinse your hands. Offer prasad. Om Apopani Cha Pakwani Mandakavatakani Cha Payasam Supandan Cha Nevedyam Prati Grihatam. Om Pranaya Swaha, Om Apanaya Swaha, Om Vyanaya Swaha, Om Samanaya Swaha, Om Udanaya Swaha. Sprinkle water. Om Madhye Madhye Achmaniyam Samarpayami. Take flowers, put your hands together. Do pratana to them. Om Brahma Murari Tripurandakari Bhanu Shashi Bhumisato Budasya Guru Shashukrah Shani Rahu Ketava Sarve Griha Shantikara Bhavantu Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Samarchanam Maya Kritancha Yatad Bohak Shamadungraha Devataha Anena Pujanena Shri Surya Adi Nograha Mandala Devataha Priyantam. बोलिए नवग्रह देवताओं की जय, बोलिए सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय. We are now going to do Devi Puja together with Bhagwan Shiv. So Durga Devi, Parvati Mata, together with Bhagwan Shiv. So you can do this puja in front of your murti of Mataji, and I trust your murti of Bhagwan Shiv is not far away, or your Shivling. Let's take flowers and first meditate on Bhagwan Shankar. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Shivaya Namah. Offer the flowers by the murti of Shivji or at the ling. Take flowers again. Now meditate on Devi. Om Vidyudham Samprabham Mrigapati Skandasthitaam Bhishanam Kanyabhi Karabhalaketa Vilasadhastabhirasevitam Haster Chakrakadasiketi Vishikam Chapam Gunam Tarjanim Vibhranam Analatmikam Shashidaram Durgam Trinetram Bhaje. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Agacha Varade Devi Detya Darvani Shudini Pujangrihan Somukhi Namaste Shankara Priye. Offer the flowers and offer flowers again as a seat, as a asan. Om Anekaratna Sanyuktam Dhana Manigananvitam Kartaswaramyam Divyam Asanam Pratigrihitam. Now offer water 4 times. Om Ganga Adi Tirthas Ganga Adi Sarvatirtebhyo Maya Pratnaya Hritam Toyametsuka Sparsham Padyartam Pratigrihitam. Om Gandha Pushpakshate Yuktam Argyam Sampaditam Maya Grihanatum Mahadevi Prasannata Sarvada. Om Achmayatam Toya Devi Bhakti Me Hya Chalam Kuru Ipsitam Me Bharan Dehi Paratra Cha Parangatim. Om Jahanavito Yamanitam Shubham Karpura Sanyutam Snapayami Surashreshta Tvam Putradi Pala Pradam. Now you should offer some Panchamrit. Om Payodadi Ghritam Shodram Sitayacha Samanvitam Panchamritam Anenhadya Kuru Snanam Dayanidem. Offer water again. Om Paramananda Bodhabdi Nimagna Nijamurtaye Sangopangamidam Snanam Kalpayam Hamashatem. Now you should offer 2 pieces of cotton. If you have a sari, you may touch the sari, sprinkle flowers on it, and also offer it. Om Vastram Cha Somadevatyam Lajjayasu Nivaranam Maya Niveditam Bhaktya Grihan Parameshwari. Om Yamashatya Mahamaya Jagat Sammohini Sada Tasyete Parameshaya Kalpayamutariyakam. Offer some Nevedya. Om Dadi Madhva Jaya Sanyuktam Patra Yuga Samanvitam Madhuparka Grihanatvam Varada Bhava Shobhanem. Offer Chandan. Om Paramananda Sobhagya Paripurna Digantare Grihana Paramam Gandham Kripaya Parameshwari. You must apply Chandan to Mataji's Murti. I'm going to give you a few seconds to catch up. Now you can offer the colors, the various colors, kumkum, sindur, etc. Om kumkumam kandidam divyam kamani kama sambhavam kumkumena chite devi prasida parameshwari. If you have bangles and tikli, you can offer that now. Alternatively, you offer some flowers and white rice. Om swabhava sundarangyarte nana shaktya shrite shive bhushanani vichitrani kalpayam amararchite. Om sindhuramaruna bhasam jaya kusasannibham pujitasi maya devi prasida parameshwari. If you have kajal, you may offer kajal. Alternatively, powder some camphor and sprinkle it. Om chakshubhyam kajalam ramayam subhage shantikarake karpura jyotirutpannam grihana parameshwari. Offer a piece of thread, cotton, or if you have a Mangal Sutra that you have put on your sari or on the murti, you can touch that. Om Sobhagya Sutra Varade Swaranamani Sanyute Kanthe Bhadanami Deveshi Sobhagyam Dehi Me Sadam. Now sprinkle rice again. Om Rajjitaha Kumkumodhena Akshataschati Shobhana Mamesham Devidanena Prasanna Bhava Shobhanem. Offer flowers, and if you have a garland there, you can touch it. Om Mandara Pari Jata Adi Patalaketa cha Jati Champaka Pushpani Grihane Mani Shobhane Om Padma Shankar Japa Pushpe Shata Patre Vichitritam Pushpamalam Prayachami Grihana Tvam Sureshwari. If you have bel patra, a bel leaf, you can offer it. Alternatively, offer flower petals in its place. Om Amritod Bhava Shri Vriksho Mahadevi Priya Sada Bilba Patram Prayachami Pavitram Te Sureshwari Idi Bilba Patram Rupam Pushpam Samarpayami. Agarbatti and diya ki arti. Turn arti again using agarbatti and ghee lamp. If you have a bell, you may ring the bell. If you have a shankh, you may blow the shankh. Om Dashanga Gugulam Dhupam Chandana Guru Sanyutam Samarpitam Maya Bhaktya Mahadevi Prahagrihatam Om Ghrita Varti Samayuktam Mahattejo Mahojwalam Deepam Dasyami Deveshi Suprita Bhava Sarvadam. Hast Prakshalinam. Rinse your hands and offer prasad to Mataji, to Bhagwan Shiv. Om Annam Chaturvidam Swadhu Rase Shadabhi Samanvitam Naivedyam Grihatam Devi Bhakti Mehya Chalam Kuru. Om Draksha, offer fruit also. Om Draksha Karjura Kadalihi Pannaha Samra Kapitakam Narikela Kshuksham Bhadihi Palani Pratigrihatam. Sprinkle some water. Om Shitalam Nirmalam Toyam Karpurena Suvasitam Achmayatam Mama Jalam Prasida Tvam Maheshwari. Of a pan supari set, pan supari camphor clove money. Om Elalavanga Kasturihi Karpure Sushtu Vasitam Vitikam Mukavasartam Arpayami Sureshwari. Om Puja Phala Samridhyartam Tavagra Swarnamishwari Stapitam Te Name Prita Purnan Kuru Manorathan. Now do Arti again. Om Nirajanam Sumangalyam Karpurena Samanvitam Chandrarka Vahansidrisham Mahadevi Namostute. Om Namaste Devi Deveshi Namaste Ipsita Prade Namaste Jagatam Dhatri Namaste Bhakta Vatsale. Om Namah Sarva Hitarthaye Jagat Adar Hetave Sashtango Yam Pranamastu Prayatnena Maya Kritaha. Bolye Shri Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Kali Mata ki Jai. Bolye Shiva Shankara Bhagavan ki Jai. We are now going to do Lakshmi Narayan Puja. So if you have a murti of Lakshmi Mata and Vishnu Bhagwan, you can do the puja on that. Alternatively, Sita Ram or Radhe Krishna. You can take til and flowers in your hand and do dhyan. Om Lakshmi Kshira Samudra Rajatanayam Shri Rangadhameshwarim Dasi Bhuta Samasta Deva Vanitam Loke Kati Panpuram Shriman Mandakataksha Labdha Vibhava Brahmendra Gangadharam Tam Trelokya Kutumbinim Sarasijam Vande Mukunda Priyam. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Birdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokekanatham. Offer that in front of the murtis and now sprinkle water flowers again. Om Vishweshwara Jagannatha Devadeveshwara Priya Asana Divya Sarvesha Dasya Hamtubhyam Ishwaram. Sprinkle water again 3 times. Om idam padhyam esho argyam tata achmanyam jalam snaniyan shamaya dattam grihan parameshwaram. Panchamrit. Om snanam panchamritam deva grihan parameshwara anatha natha sarvagnya girvana pranati priyam. Water. Om Ganga Godavari Reva Saryo Yamuna Tatha Saraswatyadi Tirthani Snanartam Pratigrihitam. Offer 2 pieces of cotton. Om Yagyo Pavitam Paramam Pavitram Prajapateyat Sahajam Purastat Ayusham Agrayam Pratimuncha Shubram Yagyo Pavitam Balamastu Tejaham. Om Veda Sukta Samayukta Yagya Sama Samanvite Sarvavarna Prade Deva Bhasasi Pratigrihitam. Chandan Tika. Using your ring finger, dot both murtis with chandan. Om Shri Kandam Chandanam Divyam Gandhadiyam Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surashreshtam Chandanan Pratigrihitam. Offer some til. Om Akshatansya Surashreshta Shubhradhunasya Nirmalamaya Nivedita Bhaktya Grihan Parameshwaram. Flowers. Om Mallikadi Sugandhini Malyatyadini Ve Prabho Maya Ratani Pujartam Pushpani Pratigrihitam. Tulsi. Om Tulsi Manjari Bhirya Kuryat Hari Harachanam Nasa Garbha Graham Yati Mukti Bhago Na Sanchayam. Do Aarti with your agarbatti and your diya. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadyo Gandha Uttamaha Agriha Sarvadevanan Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam. Om Sajam Chavarti Sanyuktam Vaninayojitam Maya Deepam Grihana Devesha Trailokya Timirapaha. Rinse your hands again. Hasta Prakshalinam. Offer prasad. Om Ghrita Pakvam Havishyanam Payasam Cha Sasharkaram Nana Vidang Cha Nevedyam Vishnur Me Pratigrihitam. Sprinkle water. Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Maya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram. Pan Supari set. Om Pungi Palam Mahadravyam Nagavalli Daleryutam Grihana Devadevesha Drakshadini Sureshwaram. Do Aarti once again. Om Yanikani Cha Papani Janmantra Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vinashanti Pradakshina Pade Pade. Bolye Sri Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sita Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sri Radhe Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Siya Ram. We are now going to have 2 bhajans, and then when we return, we are going to be reciting from the Durga Saptashati. Throughout the week, we will be reciting. If you follow the satsang, you will find that you will be listening to the entire Durga Saptashati by the time we complete, or most of it at least.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः दुर्गा दुर्गति दूर कर मंगल कर सब काज मन मंदिर उज्जवल करो कृपा करके ऐसा प्यार बहा दे प्यार बहा दे मैया, चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं, सब अंधकार मिटा दे मैया, दर से तेरा लख पाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार मिटा दे मैया। जग में आकर जग को मैया अब तक ना पहचान सका, अब तक ना पहचान सका, क्यों आया हूँ कहाँ है जाना, ये भी ना मैं जान सका, ये भी ना मैं जान सका। तू है अगम अगोचर मैया, तू है अगम अगोचर मैया, कहो कैसे लख पाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया, चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया। करो कृपा जगदम्बे भवानी, मैं बालक नादान हूँ, मैं बालक नादान हूँ, मैं आराधन जप तप जानूं, मैं अवगुण की खान हूँ, मैं अवगुण की खान हूँ, दे ऐसा वरदान मैया, दे ऐसा वरदान है मैया, सुमिरन तेरा गाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया, चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया। मैं बालक तू मैया मेरी, निस दिन तेरी ओट है, निस दिन तेरी ओट है, तेरी कृपा ही मैं मैया, भीतर जो भी खोट है, भीतर जो भी खोट है, शरण लगा लो मुझको मैया, शरण लगा लो मुझको मैया, तुझ पे बलि बलि जाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया, चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं, सब अंधकार मिटा दे मैया, दर से तेरा लख पाऊं मैं, ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया, ऐसा प्यारे बहा दे मैया। विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो माता, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी। दर्शन हो माँ तेरे, सबकी अभिलाषा है। मन में रहो तुम सबकी, तुमसे यही आशा है। दर्शन हो माँ तेरे, सबकी अभिलाषा है। मन में रहो तुम सबके, तुमसे यही आशा है। क्या मेरा क्या उसका, यहाँ अपना पराया क्या। सतज्योत जला करके रोशन करो जग सारा, रोशन करो जग सारा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी। संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है। एक दिन उसे जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है। संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है। एक दिन उसे जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है। क्या रंग है जीवन का, क्या रूप है मानव का। तुम ज्ञान बढ़ा करके उपकार करो दुर्गा, उपकार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा।
Jai Mata Di. Welcome back to this satsang, that segment where we are going to do the recitation. So we are going to recite 3 hymns, divine hymns, which precede the 700 verses of the Durga Saptashati or the Durga part. And when we are doing the discourse on this, we will explain to you why we recite these 3 divine hymns. The first hymn that I'm going to recite is called the Devyaha Kavacham. Devyaha Kavacham means for your protection, a special shield of the Devi. So in order to do this, I would like you to firstly sprinkle water on the Vedi and then take flowers and put your hands together and meditate on the Divine Mother, praying for protection for yourself, for all your family members, and to protect the world from evil. Om Asya Shri Chandi Kavachasya Brahma Rishi Anushtup Chandah Chamunda Devata Anya Sokta Mataro Bhijam Digbandha Devatas Tattvam Shri Jagadamba Pritiyate Saptashati Patangatvena Jape Vinyogaha Om Namaschandikaye. You should all focus on the form of Mahakali while this is being recited. Markande Uvacha Om Yad Ghuyam Paramam Loke Sarvaraksha Nanam Yanna Kasya Chita Kyatam Tanme Bruhi Pitamaha Brahmo Vacha Asti Ghuyatamam Vipra Sarvabhutopakarakam Devyastu Kavacham Punyam Tachinishwa Mahamune Pratamam Shailaputri Cha Dvitiyam Brahmacharani Trithiyam Chandraganteti Kushmandeti Chaturtakam Panchamam Skandamateti Shashtam Katyayaniti Cha Saptamam Kalaratriti Mahagauriti Shashtamam Navamam Siddhi Datri Cha Navadurgaha Prakirtitaha Uktani Tani Namani Brahmaneva Mahatmana Agnina Dhayamanastu Shatru Madhye Gatorane Vishame Durgame Cheva Bhayartaha Sharanam Gataha Na Tesham Jayate Kincheda Shubham Rana Sankate Napadam Tasya Pashyami Shoka Dukha Vayam Nahi Yesu Bhaktya Smatanonam Tesham Vriddhi Prajayate Ye Tvam Smaranti Deveshi Rakshase Tana Sanchayah Preta Sanstatu Chamunda Varahi Mahishasana Indri Gaja Samarodha Vaishnavi Garudasana Maheshwari Vrisharodha Kaumari Shikyabahana Lakshmi Padmasana Devi Padmahasta Hari Priya Shvetarupa Dara Devi Ishwari Vrishavahana Brahmi Hansa Samarodha Sarvavarana Bhushita Ityeta Matara Sarva Sarvayoga Samanvitaha Nana Bharan Shobhadya Nana Ratnopashobitaha Drishyante Ratamaruda Devya Krodha Samakulaha Shankam Chakram Gadam Shaktim Halam Cha Musulayudham Ketakam Tomaram Cheva Parashum Pashamevacham Kuntayudam Trishulam Sharangmayudamuttamam Detyanam Dehanashaya Bhaktanam Bhayaya Cha Dharyantyayudanitham Devanam Cha Hitayave Namastestu Maharodre Mahagora Parakrame Mahabale Mahotsaha Mahabhaya Vinashini Trahimam Devi Dushpreksha Shatrunam Bhayavardini Pracham Rakshatu Mamindri Agniyam Agni Devata Dakshinevatu Bharahi Nerityam Kadgadharini Praticham Bharunim Rakshed Vayav Mrigavahini Udijam Pata Komari Eshanyam Shuladharni Urdam Brahmani Me Rakshe Dadastad Vaishnavi Tatha Evam Dishadisho Rakshe Chamunda Shavana Jayame Chagrataha Patu Vijayah Patu Prashtitaha Ajita Vam Parshvetu Dakshine Chaparajita Shikamo Dyotini Rakshe Duma Murdani Vyavastita Mala Darila Late Cha Bhruvor Yakshe Yashaswini Trinetra Cha Brahmor Madhye Yamaganta Cha Nasike Shankanihi Chakshor Madhye Shotrayor Dwarvasini Kapolo Kalika Rakshet Karna Muletu Shankari Nasikayam Sugantacha Uttaresha Chachika Adharecha Mritakala Jyavayam Cha Saraswati Dantan Raksutu Komari Kantha Deshatu Chandika Ghantikam Chitragantacha Mahamaya Cha Taluke Kamakshi Chibukam Rakshet Vachame Sarva Mangala Grivayam Bhadrakali Cha Prishtavancha Danurdari Nilagriva Vahikanthe Nalikam Nalakubari Skandeho Kadgini Rakshet Vahume Vajradarani Hastayo Dandini Rakshet Ambika Changuli Shucha Nakhan Shuleshwari Rakshet Kuksho Rakshet Kuleshwari Sano Rakshet Mahadevi Manaha Shoka Vinashani Hridaya Lalita Devi Uttareshu Ladharani Navocha Kamini Rakshet Bhuyam Goyeshwari Tatha Putana Kamika Medram Gude Mahisha Vahini Katyam Bhagavati Rakshet Januni Vindhyavasini Jange Mahabala Rakshet Sarva Kama Pradayani Gulfayor Narasinghe Cha Pada Prashtetu Tejasi Patanguli Shushri Rakshet Pada Dastal Vasini Nakandansha Karali Cha Kesham Shevor Dukeshuni Rom Kupeshu Koberi Tvaksham Vagishwari Tatha Raktamaja Vasam रक्तमाजा वसामान सान्यस्ति मेदांसी पार्वती अंतरानि कालरित्रिश्च पित्तंच मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूड़ामणिस्तथा ज्वालामुखी नखान ज्वाला भेद्य सर्वसन्दिषु शुक्रम ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षे छायं क्षत्रेश्वरी तथा अहंकारं मनोबुद्धिं रक्षे मे धर्मधारिणी प्राणपानो तथा व्यानम् उदानं च समानकं वज्रहस्ता च मे रक्षेन् प्राणन् कल्याण शोभना रसे रूपे च गंधे च शब्द स्पर्शे च योगिनी सत्वं रजस्तमश्चैव नक्षे नारायणी सदा आयु रक्षतु वाराही धर्मं रक्षतु वैष्णवी यशः कीर्तिं च लक्ष्मीं च धनं विद्यां च चक्रिणी गौत्रमिन्द्राणि मे रक्षेन् पाशुन् मे रक्ष चण्डिके पुत्रान् रक्षेन् महालक्ष्मीर्भार्यं रक्षतु भैरवी कण्ठानां सुपता रक्षेन् मार्गं क्षेमकरी तथा राजद्वारे महालक्ष्मीर्विजयात् सर्वतः स्थिता रक्षाहीनं तु यत्स्थानं वर्जितं कवचेन तु तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवी जयन्ती पापनाशिनी पदमेकं न गच्छेतु यदि चेत् शुभमात्मनः कवचेनावृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्रैव गच्छति तत्र तत्रात् लाभस्य विजय सर्वकामिकः यम यम चिंतयते कामं तम तम प्राप्नोति निश्चितं परमेश्वरमाप्तुलं प्राप्स्यते भूतले पुमान् निर्भयो जायते मर्त्यः संग्रामेषु पराजितः त्रैलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूज्यः कवचेन वृतः पुमान् इदं तु देव्या कवचं देवानामपि दुर्लभं यः पतेत् प्रयतो नित्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं श्रद्धयान्वितः देवी कला भवेत् तस्य त्रैलोक्येषु पराजितः जीवेत् वर्षशतं साग्रम् अपमृत्यु विवर्जितः नश्यन्ति व्याधयः सर्वे लूता विस्फोदकादयः स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव कृत्रिमं चापि यद्विषम् अभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्राणि भूतले भूचराः केचराश्चैव जलजाशोपदेशिकाः सहजा कुलजा माला डाकिनी शाकिनी तथा अन्तरिक्षचरा घोरा डाकिन्यस्य महाबलाः गृहभूत पिशाचाक्ष यक्ष गन्धर्व राक्षसाः ब्रह्मराक्षस वेताला कुष्मण्डा भैरवादयः नश्यन्ति दर्शनतस्य कवचेरधि संस्थिते मनोन्नति भवेत् राज्ञस्तेजो वृद्धिकरं परं यशसा वर्तते सोऽपि कीर्तिमण्डित भूतले जपेत् सप्तशतीं चण्डीं कृत्वा तु कवचं पुरा यावत् भूमण्डलं दत्ते स शैलवनकाननं तावतिष्ठति मेदिन्यं सन्तति पुत्रपौत्रिकी देहान्ते परमं स्थानं यत्सुरेरपि दुर्लभं प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादतः लभते परमं रूपं शिवेन सह मोदते ओम ओम इति देव्याः कवचं संपूर्णः ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे. We are now going to recite the Argala Stotram. Sprinkle a drop of water and then focus your mind on Mahalakshmi. ओम अस्य श्री अर्गला स्तोत्र मंत्रस्य विष्णु ऋषि अनुष्टुप छन्दः श्री महालक्ष्मीर् देवता श्री जगदम्बा प्रीतये सप्तशती पातांगत्वेन जपे विनियोगः. ओम नमश्चंडिकायै. मार्कण्डेय उवाच ओम जयन्ती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोस्तुते. ओम जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतातिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते. मधुकैतव विद्रावि विधात्री वरदे नमः. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि महिषासुर निर्नाशी भक्तानां सुखदे नमः. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि रक्त बीज वदे देवी चंडमुंड विनाशिनी. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि शुंभस्यैव निशुंभस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनी. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि वान्दितांग्रियुगे देवी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि अचिन्त्य रूप चरिते सर्वशत्रु विनाशिनी. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि न तेभ्य सर्वदा भक्त्या चंडिके दुरितापहे. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वां त्वां चंडिके व्याधिनाशिनी. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि चंडिके सततं ये त्वं अर्क्षान्तिः भक्तितः. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि देहि सौभाग्यम् आरोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं. रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि विदेहि द्विषितं नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चकेहि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि विदेहि देवी कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि सुरासुरः शिरो रत्नः निदृष्टे चरणम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पग्ने चंडिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि हिमाचल सूतनाथ संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो देहि इंद्राणी पटिसद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि देवी प्रचंडोर दंड दैत्य दर्प विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि देवी भक्त जनोद दाम दत्तानंदोदयंबिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो देहि पत्नी मनोरमां देहि मनोव्रतानुसारिणीं तारिणीं दुर्ग संसार सागरस्य कुलोद्भवाम् इदं स्तोत्रा पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पठे नरः स तु सप्तशतीं साख्यं परमाप्नोति सम्पदाम् ॐ ॐ इति देव्याः अर्गला स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम् ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे. We are now going to recite the Kilakam, which is the third stotra. To do this, you must sprinkle water on your Vedi again. Take flowers, meditate on Maha Saraswati now. Om Asya Shri Kilaka Mantrasya Shiva Rishi Anustup Chandaha Shri Maha Saraswati Devataha Shri Jagadamba Prityartham Saptashati Patangatena Jape Vinyogaha Om Namas Chandikaye Markande Vacham ओम विशुद्ध ज्ञान देहाय त्रिवेदी दिव्य चक्षुषेह श्रेय प्राप्त निमित्ताय नमः सोमार्धधारिणे सर्वमेताद्विजानीयन् मन्त्राणामपि कीलकं सोऽपि क्षेमम् अवाप्नोति सततं जाप्य तत्परः सिद्ध्यान्त्युच्चाटनादीनि वस्तूनि सकलान्यपि ये तेन स्तोवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यति न मन्त्र नौषधं तत्र न किञ्चिदपि विद्यते बिना जप्येत सिद्ध्येत सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकं समाग्राण्यपि सिद्ध्यन्ति लोकशङ्कामिमामरः कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभं स्तोत्रं वे चण्डिकायस्तु तक्षगुप्त चकारस समाप्तिर्न पुण्यस्य तां यथावा नियन्त्रणां सोऽपि क्षेमम् अवाप्नोति सर्वमेवं न संशय कृष्णायां वा चतुर्दश्याम् अष्टम्यां समाहिताः ददाति प्रतिगृह्णातु नानतेषा प्रसिद्धति इत्थं रूपेण कीलेन महादेवेन कीलतं यो निष्कीलां विद्यायेनं नित्यं जपति संस्फुटं स सिद्धः स गणः सोऽपि गन्धर्वो जायते नरः न चैवाप्यदत तस्याः भयं क्वापि ह जायते नापमृत्युवशं याति मृतो मोक्षम् अवाप्नुयात् ज्ञात्वा प्रारभ्य कुर्वीत न कुर्वन्नो विनश्यति ततो ज्ञात्वैव सम्पन्नमिदं प्रारभ्यते बुधेः सौभाग्यादि च यत्किञ्चित् दृश्यते ललनाजने तत्सर्वं त्वत्प्रसादेन तेन जाप्यमिदं शुभं शनैस्तु जाप्यमानेऽस्मिन् स्तोत्रं सम्पतिरुच्यकेह भवेत्येव समाग्रापिः ततः प्रारभ्यमेव तत् ऐश्वर्यं यत्प्रसादेन सौभाग्यारोग्यः सम्पदाः शत्रुहानि परो मोक्षस्तु यते सा न किं जने. ओम ओम इति देव्याः कीलक स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्. ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे. ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे. ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विचे. We will now have two bhajans, and when we return, we will do the discourse on these three stotras so that you understand what you are listening to when it is being recited.
जय मास्त भवानी से माता बचाओ, जय मस्त भवानी माँ, जय मस्त भवानी माँ, जय मस्त भवानी। हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, शेरों वाली ऊंचे डेरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, हो शेरों वाली ऊंचे डेरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे कठिन पल ऐसी घड़ी है, विपदा आन पड़ी है। तू ही दिखा अब रास्ता, ये दुनिया रास्ता रोक खड़ी। मेरे जीवन बना एक संग्राम, शेरवानी ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, शेरों वाली ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे तो से छुड़ाए, बुझते ज्योत जगाए। जिसका नहीं है कोई जगत में, तू इसकी बन जाए। तीनों लोग करे तो हे प्रणाम, हो शेर वाली ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, हो शेरों वाली ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, हो शेरों वाली ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, हो शेरों वाली ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम रे हे नाम रे सबसे बड़ा तेरा नाम, हो शेरों वाली ऊंचे देरों वाली बिगड़ी बना दे मेरी काम। नाम कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। तुम काली रूप में आना, तुम काली रूप में आना। शक्ति साथ लेके कपड़ हाथ लेके चले आना माता जी चले आना। कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। लक्ष्मी रूप में आना माता, तुम लक्ष्मी रूप में आना। शक्ति साथ लेके धन साथ लेके चले आना माता जी चले आना। कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। सरस्वती रूप में आना, तुम सरस्वती रूप में आना। वीणा साथ लेके डमरू साथ लेके चले आना माता जी चले आना। कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। हो चले आना माता जी चले आना, चले आना माता जी चले आना।
Jai Mata Di. Om Namaschandikaya. We are now going to have some discussion, some discourse on the three stutis that we read earlier on. And the names of these stutis are important. You should try to memorize them. The first one is called Devyaha Kavacham, or more commonly we refer to it as the Kavach. The second one is called the Argala Stotra. And the third one is called the Kilakam. Whenever we recite the Chandi part or the Durga Saptashati, we must recite these three stutis at the beginning. And the reason for that is that there is a set of texts called Tantra, and in the Tantras it tells us that the Durga Saptashati is an extremely powerful text. If it is chanted correctly, with the right kind of bhav and the right kind of procedure, it yields wonderful results. But of course, We don't want those results to be available to evil people, etc. And so these three stutis make the Saptashati complete for the person who is reciting it for the correct reasons. So it is a kind of a secret code that is required to open up or to make access the great power of the Durga Saptashati. The Durga Saptashati, for those who are not familiar with the term, Saptashati means 700 verses that describe the greatness of the Divine Mother. We also call this the Durga part. So let's talk firstly now about the Kavach. The Kavach, Devya, her Kavach means this armor that belongs to the Devi. So this armor that she possesses, that is her property, she makes it available to her devotees. So it is a shield. Kavach means a shield of protection. Now, how does one obtain this Kavach? So at the beginning of this Kavach, there is a Viniyoga mantra, which means a mantra that deals with the procedure that one must follow in order to get the benefit of this Kavach. And it tells us firstly that the Rishi of this Kavach is Brahmaji, the creator. And who is he reciting it to? Who is he giving this information to? He's giving it to the great Rishi called Markandeya Rishi. And it says that the method of reciting this firstly is, first you must purify yourself. In other words, you must be mentally and physically clean. You should have positive thoughts, and you should focus your mind on this Devi that is called Chandika Devi. And hence the Kavach begins with a salutation to her. What do we say? Om Namas Chandikaye. So the Kavach can be recited by a person and it can also be heard by them. But the secret is to focus on the Divine Mother while this is being recited and pray to her for protection. So the Divine Mother, it is so apt, it is so fitting that at the beginning of her worship, we are praying for protection. Why? A mother has a natural tendency to protect. In fact, her tendency to protect starts while the child is in her womb. As soon as a lady conceives a child, her foremost, most important duty is to protect the embryo that is in her tummy, in her womb. In addition, she then nurtures it and develops it. And eventually, the baby that is born, she starts to groom it. She grooms it into a wonderful human being that can flourish. So this Devya Kavacham deals with that protective aspect of the Divine Mother. The Argala Stotram deals with the unlocking. So to make things possible, it deals with development. And the third one, which is the Kilakam, deals with salvation, moksha. So all of us come into this world with the grace of our parents who protect and nurture us. They then also guide us and cause us to flourish. And eventually, it is their wish that we must get moksha. Now, each of these stutis, the devata of these stutis, so devata is a Sanskrit word which encompasses both the genders, male and female. So devata can mean God and goddess, Bhagwan or Bhagavati. And the deva or the devis that are pervading each of these three stotras. The first one I said to you already is Chandika Devi or Kali. The second one is Lakshmi. And the third one is Saraswati. So Kali deals with the protection and the destruction of evil. Lakshmi deals with the prosperity and the acquisition of knowledge. So both physical, material prosperity as well as spiritual prosperity and the acquisition of knowledge. And Mata Saraswati takes the knowledge that you have acquired and turns it into sublime wisdom that enables your salvation. So these three stotras are meant to prepare you or imbibe this idea within you, to manifest this idea within you, And now, after the recitation of these three stotras, we're now ready to listen to the glories of the Divine Mother, the 700 verses that are dedicated to the Divine Mother. And even those 700 verses are divided into three segments again. So systematically, we are being programmed for greatness. This is one of the benefits of observing this Navaratri and recitation of this Durga Saptashati. At least once in the Navaratri, you should listen to this great text together with these three stutis. Now let us deal first with the Devyaha Kavacham. So the Kavach that we are speaking of here, it dons the reciter or the listener. Dons meaning it adorns. It becomes, you are able to access this protection. And what is it that protects you? The Shakti, the energy of the mother is going to protect the reciter. Of course, how much of protection we get depends on how much faith we have, how sincerely we recite or listen to this, and how much we can focus on the Divine Mother. So mind is a very strong thing. The mind can make you stronger or it can destroy you. Without lifting a finger, it can destroy you or it can make you very, very strong. So using this mind, one should focus now on this Devi called Chandika Devi. Who is listening to this? Rishi Markande has assumed the role of a disciple and he's asking Brahmaji, tell me, which is the greatest type of protection that one can enjoy in this world? And Brahmaji says to him that there is something that is extremely rare and secret. So it is meant for the devotees of the Divine Mother. And he says, Asti Guhyatamam Vipra. That means it is extremely rare and precious. And what does he do? He sets the tone immediately. He says, he gets the listener to focus on 9 principal forms of the Divine Mother. And the number 9 has a lot of significance in Sanatana Dharma. I'm not going to go into that now, but 9 is a very complete number. It is the number that can, the biggest number that can stand alone without any other number and will always be the biggest number. So that can stand alone. So 9, there's no other number next to it, and it is the biggest number. 10 is bigger than 9, but that's 2 numbers. That's a 1 and a 0. So this 9 has a lot of significance. It signifies completedness. That means we want protection in every aspect of our lives, and with the complete energy of the Divine Mother. So what are these 9 names? And why has Brahmaji chosen these names? So the first one he speaks of is Shaila Putri. Shaila Putri means the one who has emerged from the mountain. Now, chanting the name of Shaila Putri is a wonderful thing, but also focusing on the idea that the mountain is immovable. The mountain can resist any kind of weather, whether it is raining, whether it is hot, whether it is snow, whether it is ice. The mountain does not move. It is resilient. Therefore, when we chant the name of Shaila Putri, we must try and manifest that kind of resilience within us. Then we read about Brahmacharini. Brahmacharini means the one who moves in Brahman. Brahman means the consciousness, the all-pervading energy of God, the supreme consciousness. Brahmacharini can also mean one who has high disciplines. So if we are able to manifest high disciplines within us, that alone is a form of protection. Because remember, any kind of negative energy, evil, etc., what does it do when it attacks its enemy? Its enemy is that which is positive, that which is good. It will look for a weakness. If somebody wants to attack a fort, it will look for the weakest point of the fort to attack it. Now this body, the weakest part of the body is anything that allows negative energy to enter, starting with our thoughts, starting with our behavior, with what we eat, etc. So high discipline is a form of protection. The next one we hear about is Chandragantha. She whose bell is like the moon. Now let's look at the moon. What does the moon represent? Purity, tranquility, and beauty. Chandragantha. So another way to protect ourselves, especially from stress, which is a terrible enemy, is to remain calm and tranquil at all times, just like the moon. To have inner beauty like the moon. The next one is Kushmanda. Kushmanda can also mean pumpkin. Although it's one of her names, Kushmanda is pumpkin. And therefore we find that pumpkin is a very, very popular offering to the mother, especially during the Navaratri. What does the pumpkin do? The pumpkin nourishes. One pumpkin can nourish many people. And the pumpkin grows from one tiny seed. That pumpkin grows and it nourishes many people. Then within that pumpkin itself, there are hundreds of seeds, which give rise to many, many other plants. And from each of these plants, you will get many, many, many pumpkins. It therefore means that Kushmanda, this name, also represents fertility and growth. If we are able to grow and not stagnate, if we are able to be nourished, we will become strong. And by becoming strong, we will be able to protect ourselves. Strong in mind, strong in body, etc. Just to add to this, the greatness of the pumpkin is that even the leaves and the branches and the sprouts of the pumpkin is highly nutritious and can be cooked and eaten. Pumpkin ki bhaji, we call this, okay? The next name that the Rishi speaks of is Skandamata. Skandamata, Skanda is Bhagwan Kartikeya, the brother of Ganesh Bhagwan. What does Skandamata mean? She is the one who is able to produce the greatest of warriors. Skanda is a form of Bhagwan or Bhagwan Kartikeya. Another name for him is Muruga, is a warrior, a great warrior. She is the one that is able to produce great warriors. So if we consider her to be our mother, then we can become like Skanda, physically and mentally strong. The next one is Katyayani. Katyayani is the form of the Divine Mother that resided in the ashram of Rishi Katyayan, and therefore she is called Katyayani. What does that mean? Ashram, Rishi, the one who is close to the Rishis and the ashrams. We all can get protection if we find ourselves in an ashram or the presence of a Rishi, of a Guru. Why? We will acquire knowledge. With knowledge, we can protect our mind from any kind of negative thoughts. With knowledge, we can focus on Bhagwan. Who can touch us if our mind is focused on Bhagwan? Therefore, Katyayani is a wonderful name to relate the mother to. The next one is Kalaratri. Kalaratri represents the night of destruction, the universal destruction, Mahapralay. She enables us to destroy all our negative qualities. And it is the negative qualities that attack us and cause us pain. If we can develop this or invoke the blessings of this Kalaratri, nothing will be able to touch us because all negative things will be dissolved. This includes terrible diseases of the body, like cancer, blood diseases, etc. We want this Kalaratri to dissolve it all and in this way protect us. The next one, Mahagauri. Mahagauri is the shining one. Gauri means that which is shining, which is bright, dazzling. This represents knowledge. Where there is light, darkness shall not come. Where there is light, evil will not come. And the next one is Siddhi Datri. Navamam Siddhi Datri. I said to you earlier that 9 is the perfect number and it represents Siddhi. Siddhi means completedness in all respects. That which makes all things possible. Siddhi Datri is the one, after all this protection, will give you moksha. So throughout this kavach now, what happens? The Brahmaji gives us the names, the various names of Mother that will attend to the protection in every single part of the body, starting with the limbs, the organs, going down to the finest detail of the cells of your body. And then she takes the names of Bhagwan, of Mata, he takes the names of Mata that are so aptly designed as well. So Bhagwan Indra has a Shakti called Endri. So his consort is called Endri. So Brahmaji gives this name. The next one is Agni, Agniya, Agni. Agni Dev is the deity presiding over fire. Varahi, we know of Varaha incarnation, and Varahi is the consort of Vara. Varuni is the consort of Varun Devata, etc. And similarly, Vaishnavi is the consort of Bhagwan Vishnu. Kali is the consort of Bhagwan Shiva. Jaya is the Jaya means victory. So all these various names of Devi, Brahmaji says that these various forms of Devi appear or are able to protect you in every single aspect of your body. The protective energies from verse number 23 onwards, they tell you in which part of the body, which Devi is giving the protection. And the protection starts at the crown of the head. The most precious part of our body is the brain. Without the brain, nothing will work. Without the brain, you cannot get moksha. And this Brahmandra, of course, we know is a sacred place on the head where we have this tuft of hair, which is very much linked to the process of obtaining moksha. So similarly, moving downwards, every single part of the body is protected by some Devi. More specifically, besides the physical aspects, Brahmaji goes to the more subtle aspects of our existence, including the prana, the life airs which ensure that we are alive. And each of the prana, there are 5 mukhya prana, 5 main prana that he speaks of that are protected by the Devi. Our senses are protected by the Devi. And like I said, every single cell in the body. In the concluding parts of the Kavach, Brahmaji speaks about the Palashruti. Palashruti means the benefits of reciting this Kavach. And he says it will give you the protection from the worst kind of enemies. And he says Dakini. Dakini means a flesh-eating creature. A Shakani, which is also a similar kind of creature. A Griha Bhuta. Griha Bhuta means a kind of spirit that possesses one. So, you know, if we have to fight with somebody in front of us and we have weapons, we can see that enemy and we know how to deal with that enemy. We may think of ideas, etc. Why? It is visible to us. But it is said that there are spirits that possess people. And those are the worst enemies, because how are you going to fight it if it's inside you? What weapon are you going to use? There are no physical weapons to deal with. You have to find spiritual weapons to deal with any kind of spirit that possesses one. So he says here that by reciting this kavach, you will get that kind of, even that kind of protection. Then he speaks of a pisacha. Bhuta pisacha nikatana hi ave. Bhut and pisacha are also supernatural beings that are able to give us a lot of problems in this world. Then there are also Brahma Rakshasa, ghosts. Brahma Rakshas is the ghost of a Brahmin who has passed away. A Vetala is like a vampire. Okay, all these kind of things exist. Now the question that you may ask is, how come we can't see them? It appears that in past yugas, people were able to see these demons and these pisach and the bhoot, etc. In Kali Yuga, apparently, these kind of species are invisible to the naked eye. They attack us subtly in various kinds of ways. So besides the physical protection from all of these things, we need protection from our own negativities, our own weaknesses, etc. And the Kavach brings all of that beautifully to us. In the Argalana, we are asked to focus on Mata Lakshmi. And what are we doing here? We are looking for victory. We want to be victorious in all the good things that we set out to do. And there is a verse that is repeated here in the Argala, which I'm sure you are familiar with. It's Rupan Dehi, Jayan Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Visho Jehi. Rupan Dehi, Jayan Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Visho Jehi. So Rupan Dehi means give me a form that is beautiful, both physically and spiritually. Rupan Dehi, Jayan Dehi. Let me be victorious in all the good things that I set out to do, including my spiritual aspirations. Yasho Dehi, let me become glorious in this world. Let me become famous for the right reasons, because I'm doing good things in this world. Dvisho Jehi, get rid of my enemies. And this verse is repeated throughout the Argala Stotram. So whenever we are experiencing difficulties, not only when we're experiencing difficulties, but at any time when we want to speed on with our progress, this is a wonderful hymn to chant. Rupan Dehi, Jayan Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Visho Jehi. And Brahmaji also says then that the one who recites this, or he makes an appeal via this hymn here. Tarani Durga Sansara Sagarasya Kulod Bhavam. Rupan Dehi, Jayan Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Visho Jehi. Let me have a husband or a wife who will help me to overcome this ocean of material existence. Idam Stotram Patitvatu Mahastotram Pate Naraha. In order to access the Mahastotram, which is the Durga Saptashati, Idam Stotram, you must read this Argala Stotram here. It will bring you victory in the end. It will make things complete. The third stuti that we recited, where we are focusing on Mata Saraswati, is the Kilakam. So I omitted to tell you, Argala is like a bolt that latches, closes a door. And by reciting the Argala, you are opening that door, you are opening that bolt so that you can access the Durga Saptashati. What is the Durga Saptashati? The greatness of the Devi, the blessings of the Devi is contained. So by opening this bolt now, we are preparing ourselves for the Argala. And of course, the Kilakam is a pin, or some have also described it as a hinge, so that the door can open. But what is very, very important is that the mother gives us protection by way of the Kavach, but only if you approach it in the right way and you are setting out to do the right things. So it's a two-pronged process. Mother will take over if you make the effort. The next one is the Argala, which unlatches the door, but you have to open that door. So the door is unlatched by way of reciting of the Argala. You must now be able to open that door. And the Kilakam, all the knowledge for moksha and a good life is given to you, but you have to do the various sadhanas now to access the nectar of the Kilakam. Here it says here, Vishuddha Jnana Dehaya, to him whose body is pure knowledge, whose divine eyes are the three Vedas, to him who is the cause of attaining the Supreme. Salutations to Bhagwan Shiv, who wears the half moon on his brow. So this kilakam now is a wonderful way to take our first step into the Durga Saptashati. Without this, without reciting this, Brahmaji says that nothing will be complete. This makes all our efforts complete. It brings to life all the efforts that you have made. So, bearing in mind that it is recited before the Durga Saptashati, all the benefits of the Durga Saptashati will come to you now if you have recited this Kilaka Stotram. And he says that this hymn is very, very secret, this hymn to Chandika Devi. And one reaches the holiness or the sanctity of this hymn if he recites this Kilakam with a lot of love and bhakti. He also then says that though that person, wherever he goes, will not encounter any kind of danger. He will counteract any kind of danger, and also says, Yati mriteche moksham apnuyat, he will not get untimely death. Okay, so in other words, it's difficult to tell you which death is timely and which is untimely, but if I can expand on this, it will allow you to have a full life and accomplish many things before your soul leaves your body. And it says, Moksham apnuyat. At the end of all of these efforts that you are making, you will get salvation, because this stuti, this hymn here, will make it all possible. In other words, it will open the way for you. One who remembers Chandika Devi in his heart with the fondest of desires, he will always have the Devi present with him. He will not have any kind of difficulties, or he will not have any challenges on the path of trying to reach the divine. With these words, we will now conclude this evening's discourse. I trust that you will join us for the entire 9 days, where we will now be explaining the Durga Saptashati. We have briefly covered, Sangshipt Roop, we've covered these 3 stutis today. At other satsangs, I'm sure you'll be able to get more detail and you will also read more. But now we are going to have the Durga Chalisa, and then we will have Aarti and conclusion. On behalf of all the officials on this platform and the priests, I wish you a wonderful and spiritually beneficial Navaratri. May Ma Bhagavati bless you with her choicest blessings, you and your family. Whatever you are doing, do it with a lot of love and determination, and I am sure that Mataji will be present with you. Jai Mata Di.
ओम मंगल की सेवा सुन मेरी देवी, हाथ जोड़ तेरे द्वार करे। पान सुपारी गजा नारियल द्वारा तेरे वेद धरे। सुन जगदम्बे करण विलंबे, संतन के भंडार करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। बोध विधाता तू जग माता, कारज सिद्ध करे। चरण कमल कालिया आसरा, शरण तुम्हारे आन परे। जब जब वीर पड़े बंधन पर, तब तब आय सहाय करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। गुरु की महिमा सकल जग मोयो, करुणी रूप रूप धरे। माता हो कर पूर्व चिरागे, कहीं माया हो भोग करे। सुख सुखदाई सदा सहाई, संत करे जयकार करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश पद दिए, देख देख तेरे द्वार करे। अतल सिंहासन बेटी माता, सिर सोने का जट धरे। भार सनीचत कुमकुम भरणी, सब लंगुर पर हुक्म करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। खड्ग कपर त्रिशूल हासनी, रंग बीज को भस्म करे। शुंभ निशुंभ शननि ने मारे, महिषासुर को पकड़ धरे। आदित्य वाणी आदि भवानी, जन अपने को कष्ट हरे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। गोपित होकर दानव मारे, चंद्रमुंड जब दूर करे। तब तुम देखो दया रूप हो, पल में संकट दूर करे। सौम्य स्वभाव दान मेरी माता, जननी अर्ज कबूल करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। सात बार की महिमा वर्णी, सब गुण कौन बखान करे। लिंग पीठ पर चढ़ी भवानी, अतल भुवन में राज करे। दर्शन पावे मंगल गावे, सीधा सद तेरी भेंट करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। ब्रह्मा वेद परे तेरे द्वारे, शिव शंकर हरि ज्ञान करे। इंद्र कृष्ण तेरे करे आरती, समर कुबेर दुलाय करे। जय जननी जय मातो भवानी, अचल भुवन में राज करे। संतन प्रतिपाली सदा खुशाली, जयकाली कल्याण करे। जयकाली कल्याण करे, जयकाली कल्याण करे।
कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम, संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम, सदा वसंतं हृदयारविंदे, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनोहरि सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मंगलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम अपराध सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मत्कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष त्वं परमेश्वर। बोलिए विघ्नहर्ता गणेश भगवान की जय। जगत जननी पार्वती माता की जय। शिव शंकर भगवान की जय। श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर। जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली माता की जय। जय सिया राम।